In this episode, Tianran and I are on the hunt for traces of legendary warrior and Langzhong poster boy, Zhang Fei.
We want to see for ourselves how his remarkable legacy has endured after nearly 2,000 years.
Langzhong in Sichuan province. Welcome back! This is the second episode in our two-part series here. My name is Zui, or Zui pronounced in Mandarin, and I'm here with TR.
Which is short for Tiran, by the way. Gosh, you Aussies have a way of shortening everything, don't you?
Apologies, my good sir.
Anyway, in our first show, we discovered the secret to Langzhong's outstanding feng shui. So, we've decided to team up again and explore Langzhong's other great legacy.
Well, thanks to TR's competitive streak, we're going to be running around town in a little bit of a race. And it's all to do with one of China's greatest warriors, a general who lived and fought 1800 years ago. This guy.
Hey, have you ever read Romance of the Three Kingdoms?
Well, I haven't read it, but I do kind of know what it's like. It sounds like Game of Thrones, maybe the sequel to it. No.
No, it's like one of the 4 classic novels of China.
Yeah, no.
You should know that coming from Southeast Asia and stuff.
Yeah,
but
it's totally.
You know who Zhang Fei is, right?
He was one of the characters in that novel, and apparently these novels are so well read and accepted in Chinese society that they say that it's got the same kind of literary influence as Shakespeare, maybe. So is he kind of like a Macbeth or a Othello? Yeah.
I think he's more Othello. Yeah, but he was a real guy though. He's kind of more like one of the guys from the Three Musketeers. Yeah. Because he had 2 sworn brothers, and he helped one of them become the founder of the Kingdom of Shu, which was one of the 3 kingdoms in the 3 kingdoms period. This place is all about Zhang Fei. Yeah. This is like where people come to pay pilgrimage to Zhang Fei. Oh, I challenge you to find as many Zhang Fei related products in this town.
It's because you know that you'll win.
Yeah, pretty much. Starting now.
Cheeky rascal. Bet he had this planned all along. Can't be too hard though. Zhang Fei headquartered here once upon a time, and in these streets, he's still a bit of a celebrity.
Yeah, and walking through Langzhong today, it's as if he never left. Twice a day, Zhang Fei will parade through the streets, hailing tourists and locals alike. Sadly, despite being a fiercely loyal warrior himself, the real Zhang Fei was betrayed and murdered by 2 of his subordinates. His body was brought back to be enshrined here at the Zhang Fei Temple.
TR probably reckons he's hit the jackpot by locating a real-life Zhang Fei. But guess what? There are more of them. This guy may not have a parade or a really bad tan, but he's from the north of China, just like the original. And he's got plenty of followers. See? Looks like I found a Zhang Fei. If that's not a Zhang Fei, I don't know what is.
I don't know, Zooey. A true Zhang Fei shouldn't be caught off guard.
哇，哎呀妈呀！哇
The Three Kingdoms.
站好别动，还有，太耗子了，别着急，不是这个动作，招住我了。第二个动作来，3个，右手拿枪，左手放我肩上。
咱们这为什么那么信张飞啊？
啊，张飞的郎中很有名气
啊，
来，
哎，哇哦，I'm feeling like my ego is swelling up right now。怎么能演出张飞啊？
也是要有气质。
哦。
Look carefully, Zooey. I'll show you true strength.
I am Zhang Fei, warrior, general, and sworn brother to the group of people who would form the Shu Kingdom, one of the 3 mightiest kingdoms that once ever was. My throat is getting really sore right now, and I think my beard's falling off. But yeah, you get the idea.
我这人就演张飞要怎么演对吧？要像那回事，照相吧，你要把眼珠这么瞪起，对吧？我从来不带跟你们嬉皮笑脸，我不带笑。
你的样子很凶。Exactly what I envisaged Zhang Feng to be like. He looks slightly like a cartoon character, maybe from one of those games, those Chinese, Asian cartoony games. Very scary, very scary.
扮演张飞，我的东西都我自己道具都自己加工，这个东西都是我手工拿着撩的，一针一线的。看这个花样，还有这上的花样，都是我拿手工做的。
哦，你自己做的？
你非踢不行，我自己。
这个是什么？帮人家打广告。帮人家打广告。
对，打广告有小费，也不打广告有小费。
牛肉啊！
牛肉广告。
张飞牛肉。
咱们这个现在做牛肉的方法跟当时张飞在的时候有什么区别？
我们的手工传承下来也基本上看那种做法，好吧？
我听说咱们原来那个张飞牛肉是黑色的。
啊，对，先前是黑的。
是抹了一层什么东西啊？当时
是从那个中成油嘛，也是白草霜，好吧？
哦，就为了那个不让这个牛肉坏哈。
对，也一定的道理。
其实也跟张飞长相也有点像。
对，张飞本身呢，他人嘛就是黑脸张飞嘛。
对。
好像大家一说，那个黑外边是黑的，里边心是红的。
味道应该还是跟咱们现在比较接近吧？
对，基本上比接近。我们的现在做法也是沿承那个传承的工艺手法做下来。
哈！张飞 That's definitely Zhang Fei. And another Zhang Fei. Zhang face. Yeah. Zhang Fei. 这都是张飞吗 ？No. 啊 ？No. 那外面的也是张飞吗？
不是，它是张飞系列的一个脸谱。它这个像这个是窦尔敦、典韦，那个曹操那个是关羽，
是吧？那门呢？
门上面也没有。
天啊 ，this is embarrassing. Coming up next, our little competition heats up in Langzhong, and we both get very hands-on with all things Zhang Fei related.
And I find out the best way to get to know Zhang Fei is through my stomach.
这也是手漂亮。
哦，不会跟我说是哪种的。哦，现在就
手工腌制。
哇，这得使很大的劲儿吧？
对，是很劲。哇，要反复搓揉。
这得搓多久啊？
这个搓大概要搓半个小时吧。
不止，然后得搓。
对，
其实有点像洗衣服。I think I'll just stand here and watch. Save my hands some trouble. But as you're massaging this meat,
fragrance starts to come out.
它这个搓揉啊，好搓揉挤出它肉里边的血水嘛，或者这个香料入味吧。
It's tough work. My hands are freezing.
不行了吧？
冻死了。
I'm looking for a place to get my hands dirty too, but it has to have something to do with Zhang Fei.
Having a bit of trouble, are you, Zooey? It's quality, not quantity that counts, you know.
Oh, shush you. I'm starving and it's all your fault. So, Langzhong was once the center of silk production in Sichuan province, and Zhang Fei himself was a big fan of the material. Having a bit of difficulty understanding the Sichuanese accent, but I will give it a go.
And...
Well, when Zhang Fei governed Langzhong, he advocated the planting of mulberry trees to make sure the silkworms were very well fed. Oh, wow. Just destroying her silk cocoons. Whoa! That's beautiful! It's like an abstract artwork. Oh my gosh! Wow! So, these blankets that we're making are perhaps a little too snug for a tough guy like Zhang Fei, but shh! Don't tell Tia!
Yeah, I heard that.
Wow! So soft!
当时张飞是吃哪种牛肉？看这儿还有一个，这儿也有一个。
水猪牛肉。
哦，这是咱们最典型的。
对，最典型的，我们也经常走。
也经常煮。
大概是2个小时。
这个是属于熟的。
这没熟，这也8分熟，白煮。
There are so many touristy boutiques here in Langzhong, so Zhang Fei has to be hiding somewhere in here, right? Whoa, Tia, Zhang Fei.
You sure about that?
闻着这个味儿就饿了，漂亮。I think I'm in heaven. 好吃。Oh. You know how when you eat a steak, you want it to be, depending on your preference, rare or medium rare. Never well done, because you want the meat to be nice and tender and juicy. These are not medium rare or rare, they're well done, but they're so incredibly tender, and the fragrance just kind of, it pops in your mouth. Your mouth starts watering before you even start eating it, and my God, it is probably the best beef I've ever had. 太好吃了，实在太好吃了。
来，再吃。
再吃，必须的，这我都吃了。
Aha! Didn't you say it's not about quantity, mate? Glutton.
哎呀，
要有点久。
Meantime, I found another Zhang Fei connection. So there is a Chinese idiom which is Zhang Fei chuan zhen, and what that means literally is Zhang Fei trying to thread a needle. And there are two usages of this term. Firstly, in a situation which is kind of helpless because, you know, Zhang Fei with his big eyes looking through the very tiny eye of a needle, it's like he can't do anything about it. But there's also a very positive meaning to the idiom as well. It's saying don't judge someone by their appearance, because Zhang Fei might have seen and been portrayed as someone who's rough and a bit brash, but in fact he could thread a needle, which means that he was more sophisticated than what most people thought. So, you know, Tia, Zhang Fei is here, and there's much more than meets the eye. I did it! Yeah, check it out! Take that, Zhang Fei.
牛肉面好了吗？哦，好嘞，好，谢谢。Oh my God, what? It's kind of like porridge. It doesn't look like beef noodles at all. It's kind of like glop. Everything's kind of stuck together. Oh my God. going to be interesting. All right. Oh. What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? I just saw. What are you doing here?
This is good, man.
Yeah?
Give it a try. It's really weird because it's not like it's beef noodles, but it's not like traditional beef noodles where you've got the soup and the noodles and the beef. This one's like it's noodles in beef. Like they've kind of liquefied beef.
It looks like it's been through a blender or something.
It's like drinking beef. Yeah, you're supposed to eat noodles with that.
Liquefied beef.
You don't like it?
Beef juice.
It's delicious, man.
A morning stroll on the edge of town, and it looks like Zhang Fei's fighting spirit has survived all these centuries in Langzhong. It's an enchanting kind of place, nestled in the palms of velvety green mountains and cupped in a curve of the Jialing River. It was on her banks that Langzhong was founded 2,300 years ago, and although times have changed, the town's heart and soul remain ancient.
Langzhong's charm undeniably lies in its old quarter, in the freedom to saunter out of your Ming Dynasty guest house in PJs and pop down the road for a hot bowl of beef noodles for breakfast. Extra thick, just how the locals like it. Compared to rush hour Beijing, life here is just a tad slower. That's not to say Langzhong is a backwater. For centuries, it was a political and commercial powerhouse of northern Sichuan. Even so, modernity has barely made a dent on the ebb and flow of Langzhong life.
Sure enough, it's a sleepy town. Its cobblestone alleyways are lined with bric-a-brac shops and cluttered with endless Zhang Fei paraphernalia, whether inanimate or flesh and blood. Here, people go about their daily business, unperturbed by the clangs and clamour that draw in the crowds. And gosh, there are so many regional snacks I just want to munch. Deep fried carbs, yum!
Looks like Zooey's lost her competitive edge. While she's busy salivating, I found another candidate for my growing list of Zhang Fei thingies. The award-winning, world-famous boning vinegar.
So, what does you acting like a muppet have anything to do with Zhang Fei?
Ah, silly poppet. See, that's where you're wrong. The Baoning variety is one of China's 4 main types of vinegar, and Baoning was the old name for Langzhong.
Okay, so how does Zhang Fei come into all of this?
Well, Baoning vinegar contains medicinal herbs. When Zhang Fei's soldiers fell ill, someone suggested drinking the local vinegar, after which the soldiers recovered.
So, why are we at a construction site?
This is how they make vinegar. Look, they mix the husks of grain like rice, millet and wheat with water and then bang them into brick molds. Over time, they'll ferment and effectively become blocks of yeast. Then, when it's time to make vinegar, they chuck the bricks into troughs full of grain husks. Then they flip them to let in oxygen and start the fermentation. The difference with Baoning vinegar is that instead of grains they use husks, which are more nutritious and actually make it a really good health drink. Which brings us back to Zhang Fei's soldiers.
Fine, you get this one.
Where are you guys? I'll be the worst vinegar mixer ever. 啊，然后熬完就存了。
对，熬完这就是我们那个做出的醋。
哇，
比较酸的。
你也不要酸，可是挺好闻的。
说的对啊，它闻的就说不是那种尖酸的啊，我们的酸味是比较柔和一点。对，它的色泽呢比较红。对，
没有像我想到的那么冲。
对，没有冲。我们的酸味比较，口感的话也比较回甜一点。
哦，对，可以品尝吗？
可以。
哦，啊，这个就能接受了。
对。
您是不是老喝这个？所以皮肤好。
哦，谢谢。
Coming up next, it's neck and neck as Zui and I race to find our Zhang Feis by nightfall.
And this time, I find out that the best way to get to know Langzhong is through my stomach. And our race resumes. I know what you're thinking, Tia. Silly puppet, what could Zhang Fei possibly have to do with this place? Well, that's where you're wrong this time. It's similar to Baoning vinegar. This is a Baoning steamed bun factory.
And I'm guessing Zhang Fei liked his buns?
I'm sure he did. These buns were the staple food of Zhang Fei's army. See here? Each one is branded with a red stamp to prove its authenticity.
What, Zui's seal of approval?
You're so bunny, Tia. Well, I did just buy myself a bag. Anyway, Baoning buns became so popular that others tried to copy them, and so the mark shows they're original.
You and your obscure Zhang Fei connections.
Come on, you found 2 out of the 3 well-known Langzhong products, beef and vinegar, so this goes on my tally.
All right, I'll let you have it. Besides, I'm pretty sure I've won already. I've stacked up 4 solid Zhang Fei pieces. Check and mate, Zui.
Ignore him, teammates. Did you know? Baoning buns go through a secret 3-step fermentation process, and even though no preservatives at all are added, they have a remarkably long shelf life. To tell you the truth, I was going to take them back to Beijing, but all this rivalry has made me ravenous. Luckily, there are plenty of snack stalls around, like this halal bakery. 好吧，我要一个这个。要一个鱼。跟那个一条一条的。
这叫馓子。
馓子。拜拜。
好，拜。
不要。有点了。好吧，一个试一下。看那个白天的。哟。That's really spicy. I like the texture a lot. It's gooey and kind of just melts in my mouth. So, what are you doing, Tia?
Waiting for you to finish stuffing your face.
Well, I ain't done yet. Oh, yes. 这个我们看。I have to admit, I've got a bit of a bellyache now, and this Zhang Fei contest is the last thing on my mind. I just want to park my backside and people watch, pick out the tourists from the locals.
Oh, there goes Zhang Fei again. Well, I'm done too. Just gonna chill here with my 10 kuai tea. Wanna join?
Sure. Almost there, Tia. Pretty sweet view for a 2 kuai commute across the river, eh?
Took your time. Got you a tea. It's gone cold.
Thanks.
Oh, Zui, while I'm in the giving mood, I've got a good idea for a treat.
Ooh, a Zhang facial?
Not quite. how about a vinegar foot bath?
Is that your feet or is that just the vinegar?
Hey, this is Langzhong's most popular nighttime activity, and it's only 10 kwai pop. Well, 30 since you asked for a massage.
You're still in a giving mood, right? Are there any other nighttime shenanigans?
Well, there is this performance across the river. I hear it's pretty spectacular.
Okay, since you're paying. Okay, ready? Alrighty.
Oh! Oh wow, cool. Let's go over there.
Okay, so for 150 kwai, you get a live 1-hour interactive show. Plus, they give you loads of freebies.
Food? Nah, I'm done.
All the more for me then.
Stage to stage is making me hungry.
Breathe, Zooey, breathe.
Oh, wow. Well, clearly it's not just about Zhang Fei here in Langzhong.
Yeah, you may not find Langzhong adorning the front page of any travel magazines, but it's just as worthy of a visit as any of the UNESCO-listed ancient towns in China, like Pingyao or Lijiang.
Maybe even better. And I reckon 3 days is just the right amount of time to spend here. Maybe 1 day to figure out all the secrets of feng shui, 1 day in search of Zhang Fei, and 1 day to eat.
Or 3 days to eat for you.
Hey!
Wow, that was such an incredible experience. That was such an extravaganza, oh my god.
It was like everything awesome about Langzhong.
Well, you know, people get excited, so you can't help it. Christ, that was Langzhong in a nutshell though, really, from...
Everything awesome.
Exactly.
From what, like Zhang
from
Fei
the
beef?
Zhang Fei beef, the best feng shui in the world. Well, look at that incredible backdrop. Check that out. Wow. I gotta say, this has been an incredible experience.
It has.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tia, for letting me come on board to Langzhong.
Just this one time, because it was a special episode of Travelogue. I'm Tiran.
I'm Tui. See you next time.
Bye.